leaving my 4-year-old with cerebral palsy at home when I take my daughter to Disney World. This was a really difficult decision for my husband and I to make, but I want to talk about why I made it and why I believe it's genuinely what's best for not only Hunter and I, but also for our kids. Beckham and Blakely have different abilities. You guys know that Beckham was diagnosed with cerebral palsy at 6 months old. Cognitively, Beckham is about 6 to 9 months based on where he's testing. Blakely is almost 3. We've always wanted to take our kids to Disneyland and Disney World, and I know that there are actually a lot of benefits to taking Beckham, who is special needs and in a wheelchair. However, there was absolutely no way that I was going to make a decision on taking him based on it benefiting our family when it came to lines and the park itself. We're going to Disney World because we're meeting another couple who has a little girl who's one of Blakely's best friends. They love playing together. And it's going to be 90 degrees in Florida and humid. And we just don't know what the situation would look like with Beckham in terms of flying, sleeping in a foreign place, and the lines and heat at Disney World itself. Thinking about Beckham sitting in his wheelchair, not knowing if he's going to enjoy the rides and just being miserable, but knowing that he's getting us to the front of every line just feels honestly really disgusting to me. I would never bring Beckham just because he benefits us in the parks. I just feel like that would be putting me and Hunter and Blakely before him. I know that not everyone is going to share this opinion, but this is just how I feel about it. Now, obviously, I'm so grateful that they are so good to special needs children, and I definitely think that that should be in place. However, I wasn't going to base my decision on taking him off of that. The reality is that in our day-to-day life, the majority of Hunter and I's attention goes to Beckham. We prioritize him in terms of what we do as a family, our activities, our finances. And obviously, I love my kids equivalently, and I really want to look back on my life and on my kids' childhood and know that I prioritized both of them an equivalent amount, even if it looks really different. So we decided to prioritize Blakely for her 3rd birthday this year. She turns 3 on October 11th. So we're going to let her go and meet up with our friends and just give Blakely all of our time and attention for 4 days. This is going to allow her to have a very typical experience at Disney World without Hunter and I being distracted or worried that Beckham's not comfortable, that he may not be able to go on all the rides that Blakely wants to go on. We really just wanted to cater this trip to her. I also think it's really important to talk about the fact that Hunter and I also want this experience. We want to go to the park and have just a very typical experience. That doesn't mean that we're not so grateful for all of the blessings that come with having a special needs child, but I do think it's okay to say that it makes us sad to think that we can't always have those typical experiences. So when we have opportunities to do so, we want to take them. Although everyone may not understand it, I've really received an outpouring of love specifically from special needs parents telling me that this is definitely the right decision. Although I knew in my heart it was the right choice. Beckham is going to be with his grandparents, who he is literally obsessed with, as well as our babysitter. He's going to get to go to school every day, which he is obsessed with. He literally convulses when he sees the school bus pull up. I know that he's going to be more comfortable and in the best hands here at home. And the reality is Beckham would rather be at home than sitting in his wheelchair in 90-degree humidity watching Blakely have fun. I definitely am excited for the day that we get to take Beckham to the Disney parks. I know that day will come, but that day is just not here yet, and that's okay. I'm super excited to vlog everything for you guys, so definitely stay tuned for lots of fun videos to come.